Hi, how are you? Welcome. I hope you're having a great night tonight. I am. We're going to try something new, okay? Something I have not ever done before, and I'm a little afraid, okay? I don't think there's anything to fear, honestly, but I still have a fear inside of me because I've never done this before. So, bear with me. Come hang out for a little bit. We're going to play with the new resin mold and the resin that you can get in my shop. Okay, you can comment the word resin, R-E-S-I-N. Sorry, I had to spell it in my head before I could spell it out loud. To get the link to get all the stuff that I'm using. Hi Jocelyn, how are you? Now, all of you people out there that are crafters that have used resin before, please don't cringe, okay? While I'm doing this, because honestly, I've watched a few tutorials. I'm no professional. I have no idea what I'm doing. Let me make sure my paste is open before I start. Of course. Oh, okay. It is. All right. Goodness gracious. We're going to get it together eventually, okay? But I don't know if it'll be tonight or not. Anywho. So, first things first, I got an idea from another designer, of course. That's where most of my ideas come from, other crafters. And I thought, oh my gosh, I can order orange peels on Amazon. Y'all, tell me why. These are the janky oranges that I ordered on Amazon. I was going to use them. They're plastic, by the way. They're not like dried oranges, which I knew that they were plastic. Hi, Joni. How are you? But they're too tall, I think, for this mold. So we're not going to go there tonight with that. But I do have some floral that we're going to use. Oh, God. This is like scooting over. All right. Anywho, so this is the resin bottle. And then it also, there's a hardener bottle. Okay. So I got these cups, by the way, on Amazon too. They have little measuring. They are disposable because I don't know. I've seen people use like reusable ones, but how the heck do you wash that? No clue. So we're going to use this. We're going to use, where's the little measure? 70 milliliters of each. The resin and the hardener. Okay? And from what I've been told, there's plenty of in this bottle for both. Now you want to mix it evenly, okay? So you want to do 70 of one and 70 of the other. And your measurements have to be precise, okay? So use a measuring cup of some kind. I got these in like a big pack on Amazon. And maybe this will be a new thing for me. I don't know. We'll find out, okay? So we did 70 of the resin, and now we're going to add 70 of the hardener. And I didn't peel the little metal thing out of here either, so it's like stopped up there. We're going to get through this together, okay? Y'all come and support me, because I don't know what I'm doing. All right, there we go. All right, I'm using a popsicle stick. I do have gloves on my hands. Now, I've been told to stir this really well for about 3 minutes. And I don't have a timer. So it's 7:55 right now, my time. So we're going to stir this and we'll just chat. So I made chili for dinner tonight. Earlier, my nephew, he lives here now. He called me at 4:45. So Chris and I usually eat dinner pretty early around here. And you don't want to stir too fast either because you will get bubbles and you don't want bubbles, okay? So don't do that. Also, no smell. Okay, I don't smell anything at all, which I've heard that resin is really stinky. But I smell nothing. I'm scraping on the edges too of my cup as I go, okay? Supposedly it'll kind of clear up. It's a little bit cloudy right now. It'll clear up as it dries. I mean, as it combines. I don't know. I've never done this before. Anywho, so earlier, 4:45, my nephew calls me because he lives out in our guest room out in our shed that we converted to a room, and asked me, so are you going to make dinner tonight? And I wasn't planning on it, to be honest, but I needed to make dinner because I feel terrible when Chris gets home from work. I'm not hungry, but he's always hungry. He can eat. He needs to be eating food. He works outside in the heat all day. And so I'm like, fine, yes, I will. And so I decided I'd make chili. I'm trying not to create bubbles, but I'm creating bubbles as we go. Darn it. I popped it. Hi, Lori. Hi, Alma. How are you? We're making resin tonight. I don't know how this is going to go, so just bear with me. Anywho, so he's like, okay, well, what are you going to make? So I made chili. Y'all, I got splattered with grease all over my gray shirt. And do you think I was going to change this shirt to do my live? I was not going to waste a clean shirt. I do not like to do laundry, okay, to fold and put away laundry. I don't mind washing it. I can wash it all day, every day, but folding and putting it away is the bane of my existence. And so I was not going to waste a shirt just for my life. So I apologize that I have grease on my shirt. I'll do better, okay, eventually. All right, it's been 2 minutes of me talking. It's great. Everything is good. I have another event this weekend for my nails. I'm really excited. It is a trick-or-treat. It's called Boo Fest. It's going to be so much fun. I can't wait. I have a ton of Halloween candy that I bought to give to the kiddies. And I also bought more kids' nails because those sold really well for me at that event at that school. So I'm hoping that I'll do really well. Super excited. My mom's going to come help me again. Okay. So I think we're good here. It's been 3 minutes. Okay, I have a second cup because I'm going to split this now that it's been mixed, okay? And it is definitely completely clear, which is kind of strange. So I'm going to split this back into 2. So I'm going to put 70 in here. Okay. And then I'll put this one back over here because I'm going to keep it clean with the clear. Now, I have Tide paste here, okay? This is just regular chalk paste that you guys are used to, not ink or anything like that, okay? I'm going to take some of this, and I don't know how much that is, okay? But I'm going to just mix that in, okay? Let me close this because I don't want it to be open. And apparently our chalk paste colors resin really, really nicely. Now, I'm stirring and I'm trying to go slow. I don't want to create a bunch of bubbles, okay? But I want to mix it well. That is super cool. Y'all, if you're afraid of resin, I don't know. I was afraid to do this, okay? But here I am, hopefully gonna kill it with this project. I think I will. This one is gonna be kind of fun. I might find a new addiction in this. Okay, that's really pretty. It's kind of not mixed all the way. I saw another lady that did a resin tray. She used Nominee, which is gold. And I thought that was so pretty. I wanted to use Nominee tonight, but I also have some gold leaf that we're going to try and use. I'm going big, okay? I'm really putting it out there, okay? The universe might shoot me down. If it does, whatever. It's fine, okay? So, all right. I don't think I have anything on me, but now I have all these different, like, pieces of stuff here. Like, stuff. I've got, like, pieces of fake floral, okay, that I cut off, like, leaves and stuff. Let me flatten this. I need to cut this apart. I thought it would be fine, but it's not fine. So I cut off the, like, plasticky looking parts, okay? And I'm just going to place these down. Now, let me move this so that you can see. There. I'll move it over there. God help me. If I dump this over on my desk, I'm going to be very upset. Okay? I mean, it won't be a giant deal on the desk, but if I get it on the carpet, Chris will have me strung up on my toes. Okay? I might be tarred and feathered. Who knows? Hi, Stephanie. How are you? Welcome to the crazy train. Okay, so I also have some leaves. Hopefully, I don't know if these are going to be flat enough, though. I like these leaves. I was hoping they would be. But, like, we're just going to place stuff, these, like, wherever, okay? On this side of this mat. And maybe it'll be fine. I don't know, okay? Now, remember that this side that we're seeing is the bottom, okay? So we want to place this stuff on to where it's like, you're going to see it from the other side, okay? This needs to be trimmed. We're going to trim it. And we'll use the individual. That'll be better, I think. Now, I'm just placing this here for now. We're going to come back and we're going to add some resin to actually stick it down. And then we'll actually pour, okay? So, let's try it. I don't know if this is going to work, okay? I'm a newbie. And like I said at the beginning, if you've done resin, you're probably like, oh my God, girl, stop. But I'm here, okay? I'm here to party. It'll be fine, I hope. I'm going to cut the stems off of these little leaves. I really want to use these. I like these little leaves. And I had some dried flowers. That would be best, okay? Dried flowers, pressed flowers would be fabulous. But guess what? I don't know where I stuck them, okay? Whenever we moved. No idea where they are. They're in this room. I know that. Hi, Suzanne. Yeah, I've been seeing all of your resin stuff, and I am absolutely obsessed with them. Okay, your creativity is amazing. Thank you for sharing. I'm inspired to do something different, you know? I think we should all try do something a little out of our comfort zone. And I'm really impressed that this resin does not smell even a little bit. I cannot smell it. And usually I can smell things, and I'm not interested in weird smells. I'm not loving that green piece. Okay. I really like these. Let's try it. One more of these little white ones. Okay. So I think we're good there. Now, I'm going to take my clear resin that I mixed up, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour a little bit on my tray. Now that I kind of have an idea of what I'm doing here. And I'm going to move all of these so that I'm going to put just a tiny bit down so that I can stick this stuff to it, okay? And then we'll do the real pour. I have an extra glove here in case if I get this on my hands, then I can switch out my glove if I need to. Now I'm going to just take my popsicle stick and kind of make myself a gluing area. So let me know in the comments if you've used resin before, okay? If you're like cringing at what I'm doing right now, I'm sorry. If you're cheering me on, that'd be great. Now, I'm going to just stick that. Oh, that's perfect. It's like a real glue. Okay, good. I love it. That's great. Oh my gosh, I will, Suzanne. Thank you. I need it desperately. All the help I can get, I swear. Sometimes I wonder about my crafting skills. Honestly, I'm way better at, if someone tells me, like, do this, it's pretty, and I think it's pretty, I can do it, usually. Okay. But that is one of the great things about chalk, is that you don't really have to have like a real crafty bone, because our stuff like makes itself. Like, you don't have to have any like special skills to use chalk paste. And that's one of the things that drew me in, really. All right. I like this one. I wanted to use it. Let me see if I can stick it up here. Hopefully this doesn't look like terrible, okay? If it does, then I'm sorry. If it ends up being ugly. Now, this is going to take all night to cure, so I'll share it with you tomorrow after it's gone through its process of change. Okay, so now that I'm like covered in resin, that's good. Okay, I'm going to switch out my glove so that I can hopefully use some gold leaf, okay? I don't know if I can clean my fingers off. That's funny. Okay, so I have this gold leaf here, okay? I've had it for about 1,000,000 years. I've used it on many, many different projects, and it is very, like, fickle, okay? Gold leaf is so much fun. I do love it so much, but it is, like, difficult, okay? It comes, like, in these sheets. You're not supposed to touch it with your hands, like, with your actual fingers. Because it'll tarnish, okay? But I don't know. This is what I was thinking, okay? Is that we could make like a little vein with it, okay? Like that. And even maybe somewhere else on here. Actually, with the gloves, it's not terrible because it's not sticking to my hands. I mean, it kind of is, but as you can see, as I say that, it's sticking to my fingers. But it's not tarnishing because I'm not touching it with my fingers, too. Okay, so that's that. The paintbrush was useless there, so don't worry about that. All right, now, here's what we have going on. So what I was thinking is my teal, or Tide, I mean, sorry, this is not teal. Tide paste mixed into my resin over on this side is going to go over here. And then the clear is going to go up there. Okay, hopefully I don't need to make more of the clear. But I'm going to just... Uh-oh. Oh, God. Uh-oh. Oh, God. I'm afraid. I have a fear. Oh, God. My stuff is floating. Okay. Now I'm going to go all the way up to the edge, the top edge of this tray, okay, with my color, or with my resin. All right, I probably do need more clear, actually. Maybe not. So what I've heard that you can do is fill up your mold with water, okay? And then dump the water into a cup and it'll tell you how much resin you need. Which is super smart, but someone else did this project before me and they told me how much I needed, so... That's why I said about 140 milliliters. And I have plenty of resin left to do more projects. There's a board and base that you can make. A board and base mold. And then there's also this tray. And I bet you they're going to come out with more. Now, I need these to be submerged. And I feel like I need a little more resin here. I probably had too much of the colored one, but that's okay. I'm tempted to go up a little bit more, and I hope that's not going to be a mistake, but we're going to try it. Kind of fill this baby in some. Just afraid I'm going to go over the edge, and then I'm going to get resin everywhere, and then it's going to be a bad time for us around here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just dump it. Now, have y'all ever tried resin before? Hi, Michelle! It never dried. Oh, no. Don't tell me that. If I come in here tomorrow afternoon and it's not dry yet, I'm going to cry. Okay. And did you mix it 50-50 and all that stuff? I'm trying to see. Alright, it's hard to tell if I filled it up all the way, and I think I did. So, wish me luck, you guys, because I think I might need it. I've got a new fear has been unlocked. I guess it's an existing fear because I've never used resin because of the fear, okay? I've seen other people be successful, so I'm not sure. I don't know. I would try it again if I were you. Hi, Deborah. How are you, love? A little hint. Cork board on the bottom of the catch-all tray. Great idea. Those little furniture dots would be great. Like the ones that you put like on the bottom of furniture to keep it from scuffing. Hi, Gwen. You might need to catch the replay. We're about done here. So this is my catch-all tray. There's resin in here. I will come back tomorrow and I will tell you the results. Hopefully it's good, okay? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure if this looks good or not. We're going to find out. But whenever we flip it over, we'll be able to see, hopefully, the gold leaf that I put in, which is this stuff I got from Hobby Lobby about 10,000 years ago. Tied paste mixed in with the resin to make the color on this side. And then just pieces of, like, little fake foliage stuff that I had in my craft room. Okay? I love you all. Catch the replay, comment resin, and I will see you soon. Okay? Good night.